From today, all senior staff of public universities across the country have been directed by the leadership to lay down their tools. The action is to compel government to pay the 20% cost of living allowance as demanded by other labor unions due to the economic hardship. Not only that, they are also unhappy that their accrued interest on Tier 2 pension arrears have not been settled, whilst expressing dissatisfaction about salary disparities at the universities. General Secretary of the Association, Hector Awuahene Champon, at a press conference said the senior staff in the public universities are unfairly treated and time is now to have their demands met, and called on all members to immediately lay down their tools indefinitely. My colleague Samuel Mbura has been following the story for us.
The purpose of today's press briefing is to express our dissatisfaction and frustrations about the manner in which the government and its agencies are treating senior staff of public universities in Ghana. Some of the issues are mentioned below. 1. The insensitivity of government to grant the proposed 20% COLA to senior staff cadre of public universities in Ghana. 2. Refusal by the government to extend generic allowances to all senior staff of public universities in Ghana. The leadership finds it outrageous to believe, as there are no such documents, which stipulates that such allowances should be given to entitled staff, which is alien to the scheme of service of public universities in Ghana. Yes. And it is used as a vehicle to create salary disparity in the senior staff category. 3. Failure by the government to pay the accrued interest on Tier 2 pension arrears from 2010 to 2016, out of which some members had died due to the emotional stress they went through. It is sad to note that most of these people have served the universities and Mother Ghana wholeheartedly between 25 to 35 years and gone home with a scanty amount as their Tier 2 lump sum. In all sincerity, do you expect us to continue rendering our services in the wake of of this injustice? No. We wish to place on record that, per the provisions of the Act, government has acted illegally and the union is contemplating legal action against government in due course. It is also well to note that a letter written and signed by the government to dissolve the USOS board has not been implemented. Therefore, we are asking MPRA to adhere to the directive by constituting a new board in that order. 5. Failure on the part of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission to consider the request by the leadership of senior staff cadre for a fair share of the internally generated fund of the public universities, as has been done for some section of members in the universities. Failure by public universities management to respect and implement GTEC's directive on promotion, appointment and upgrading of senior staff to senior member position in public universities as contained in a letter dated 24th December 2021. Differences in negotiated allowances in the senior staff conditions of service. Fair Wages and Salaries Commission has failed to monitor compliance by management of the public universities and the Controller and Accountant General Department. This is breeding acrimony in various campuses, and the earlier it is resolved, the better for us all. Failure by public universities management to regularize the appointment of temporary and casual staff for well over 6 years. This is against the labor law for engaging the service of a worker for more than 6 months without the regularization of their appointment.
Samuel Mbura has joined me in the studio for more on this. Sami, what further explanations are the senior staff of the public universities giving for their latest action?
So they have made it unequivocal that they have not been treated fairly. They expect that their interim market premium that have not been paid to them should be paid. There have been some interest that have also been accrued from their Tier 2 pension arrears from 2010. They expect that government should do that, and they have been meeting government on occasions, but some of these demands are not met, and that's why they think that this is the right time for them to strike, for government to do that. They are also asking that whilst you are giving other labor unions COLA of 20%, we also deserve same. If you don't do that, we are going indefinitely.
What has been the status of their engagement with government?
Well, they said they met government yesterday. There was no show, and anytime they meet to discuss this, government reneges on its responsibility in honoring their demands, as they have been talking about since 2010, their accrued pension tier 2 arrears have not been paid. So they think the government is not serious in addressing them. A reason they are biting harder now.
And their strike is supposed to be indefinite. Exactly.
Immediately, all senior staff of the public universities across the country are expected to go home until they hear from leadership. And what will take them back to the work is that if government comes to pay or meet the demands that they are asking. And what is serious about this is that teaching, non-teaching staff, we also have the security personnel at the various universities are supposed to go home. And we know the repercussions of that. Students may not be secure on campus, and that is what they are saying. So meet our demands now, else we will not come back.
Are they willing to meet government halfway in the event that government meets them and explain their situation and they want them to maybe reduce what they are looking for? Just meet them halfway. Are they ready to do that?
With respect to the COLA, they are expecting that the president himself should address them.
Okay.
In the address of the president, should tell them that, look, I've heard your demand for COLA 20%. Take your COLA and then they will go back to work. So they are not ready to reduce the amount they are, asking government to pay. Yeah, because they say that there's hardship in the country and they have to also pay their bills. So there's no way they are going to reduce anything. The government president should come and address them that, look, your COLA is ready, and then they will go back to class.
That's the only way they can go back to school. Samuel Mbura is my colleague. He's coming from the university where Senior University Staff Association are taking or are laying down their tools indefinitely.